They want the clout, we want the zone, that's the way it is. I'm about to start a fire. Whole team full of riders. They be dead on the ride, boy. Ain't gon' be no survivors. Big soldier, nigga, come on. And don't care where it is. They want the clout, we want the zone, that's the way it is. I'm repped out, tell them watch your mouth. You know we gon' bend your block. I'ma walk in time bomb. I go viral. You niggas like TikTok, yeah. This ain't what you want. Tell them throw in the tile. We make niggas hit the clock and with our toe fire, rain brimstone. They gon' think that you live a lie. We ain't got no picks. We want it all. We gon' make you pick a spot. We knocking on the door, so let us in. Or you know we gon' pick the locks. We in the field for real every day. While y'all just say watch, we making enemies our foot stores. We don't know nothing about it. It take one try when I rock out. I'm like David when I sling shots. I'm putting attachments on everything. Y'all want me to connect the dot. This drum got 50 unreleased hits. You don't want to be the next to drop. I put them in a box and make that shit double wood. You don't want to be the next to fly. Yeah. Niggas feeling themselves. Get a shovel, tell them dig the pot. Can't fit you and your man's in it, just tell him get a bigger box. Cause I'll put you in one and knock you out one. Call him my nigga knock. I'll put your song on, cut it on mute, and then tell you that shit was hot. Big soldier, nigga. Just give me a reason. Fuck peace, getting even. Won't beef with fear. Take it over, nigga. Let me make it clear. They want the clout, we want the zone, that's the way it is. I'm about to start a fire. Whole team full of riders. They be dead on the ride, boy. Ain't gon' be no survivors. Big soldier, nigga, come on. Don't care where it is. They want the clout, we want the zone, that's the way it is. Big soldier, nigga. I come in the name of the boss. So my niggas that is wartime, already wait the coast. They point shoot bitch. Red Dead Redemption. Got them niggas scared to whisper. Is you with us or against us? Can't stop to the zone loud. I don't think you get the picture. It come from my head, I'm giving them lead. The preacher give them a scripture. Flow cold style vicious. Niggas sweeter than the missus. Got soldiers posted. I put them on your roof. Merry Christmas. Bring hither and slay him. Got the Glock, got the book of loot. Keep it stick like Dumbledore. Play dumb, I'ma let it loose. Call my gun harmony. Call my main bitch Betty Boop. He the truth, I'ma need the proof. Got stripes like Beetlejuice. Hit his ass like a Louisville. Hit him low, then I hit him high. Bring him home to the umpire. Give him bars like Wi-Fi. Turn the booth to a bonfire. Little bitch, I'm a live wire. I ride like a car tire. So mine when I ride by. Big soldier, nigga. Just give me a reason. Fuck peace, getting even. Won't beef with fear. Take it over, nigga. Let me make it clear. They want the clout, we want the zone, that's the way it is. I'm about to start a fire. Whole team full of riders. They be dead on the ride, boy. Ain't gon' be no survivors. Big soldier, nigga, come on. And don't care where it is. They want the clout, we want the zone, that's the way it is. I heard they coming for blood, I'ma be coming for more. Give me the floor, they better come with a mop. I'ma be making it pour, nigga I'm raw. Fly with the hammer like Thor, found on my ops in the morgue. Tell them I'm Forbes, I'ma be bombing these lanes. Understand how and war, I've been the lead. Time to get back in the street, time to get back on my feet. Had time to read, check out we came from the east. Wait till my dogs are released, heard they was sleep. So we gon' wake them up, put them up in the sky. The Lord gon' take them up. I take on anybody think he brave enough. I've been the same and I ain't never changing up. I'm in my zone, hit on my cellular phone. Tell me whatever he on, I check that scouter. He on them perks and that powder, homie ain't really that strong. I'm like a dog, better yet Benny King. I keep a lion head on my pinky ring. I keep a shield, royalty everything. G43, symphony, let it sing.
You ain't too, you crazy.
Baby, what up? Fuck out of here.
We are live.
Yeah.
Give me a one try to be loud and clear. Once again, it's let it be known we are live from ISUBK headquarters right here in Harlem, New York. Give us a goddamn hand.
I think he's going to duck after that intro. I hear the intro and duck.
Yo, we in the building, man. Of course, we are your hosts. We got the man of the hour, the prince of the power, priest and officer Shalaya Allah in the building. Give him a hand. Damn.
Long Christ, most iron Christ. My niggas holding it down.
Hey, yo, let me get a 1 in the chat if you hear me loud and clear. Give me a 1 in the chat if you hear me loud and clear. Loud and clear.
I like that phone. I like that little.
Big up to my niggas out there, YouTube, all of that. Shout yourself out, man. Put your
all that.
Where you from, who you represent, what you represent. A lot to my brother, you know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all doing that. Go hold it down. Listen, we got the roll report and everything, rocking and rolling. We about to get busy.
out here in these streets. You understand? This is what we do. Of course, I'm preaching over the 5,000. They can hear me? No. Oh, it can't. Oh, shit. Okay. Hold on. Y'all can't hear me? Can you hear me now? Mic check 1 2. I'm gonna say it all over again. The white man's the devil. You know what I'm saying? Salaki, I shouldn't say that, right? For the algorithms. You know what I'm saying? But big up to all my brothers. You know what I'm saying? We and sisters, of course. You know what I'm saying? We all let it be known. We're gonna let it be known, of course. You understand what I'm saying? So big up to y'all. Please put your name and where you from in the chat. We're gonna big you up in the chat. We want y'all to interact within the chat. Please like, share, subscribe, and get down and get busy with the movement. You know what I'm saying? We rolling. You know what I'm saying? We shaking and baking and doing what we got to do. Make sure that y'all are subscribed and y'all liking and sharing the content that we bringing out. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of things going on. We got a hell of a war report that's coming on. You know what I'm saying? We got some articles that's coming. We got some scriptures that's coming. And we got some good priest and prophet precepts that's coming along. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna rock it on out. You know what I'm saying? What's up, y'all? Talk to me.
Damn right. Listen, man, it is definitely going down. Once again, it is let it be known. And we are the priests and prophets in the building. Let's quickly go over the most exciting, the most anticipated event of the summer. That is none other than the annual Northeast Cookout. Give it a hand. Yeah. Big shout out to Captain Tazariak. It is going down in Marcus Garvey Park.
Yeah.
August 26, 2023. Come out there and join the priests and prophets. What the scriptures say in Nehemiah, gather yourselves together right down in Marcus Garvey Park, August 26th, with the priests and prophets of the ISUPK, man. It's going down for the annual Northeast Cookout. Big shout out to Captain Quad and the brothers out for the Chicago Midwest Cookout, man.
Yeah.
Give that a hand. That fire weekend went down, man. I saw the videos for camp out there. God damn.
Legendary shit.
Legendary.
Hold on, you see the video out there? What video did Slocky, we gotta switch around here. What video did you see out there that was so heavy, my brother?
We saw a bunch of videos, man. I look glorious out there. Real glorious out there, man.
I see some. What was the name of the joint? Magnificent Mile? Is that what it was?
Magnificent Mile.
I think that's what it was. You know what I'm saying? It was a heavy can speaking going on out there. I mean, God. You want to go into some footage on that or no? I don't see you want to hold off.
We gonna get into the camp speaking of the week like we do every week, man. Just to showcase some of the best camp speakers from the priests and prophets and the ISUPK around the country.
Right
now, we're going down, man.
Stay tuned to that, y'all. Stay tuned.
Definitely stay tuned to that, man. But once again, make sure you show up to Marcus Garvey Park, August 26th. It is going down. Captain Tazariak, an ISUPK, hosting the Northeast Annual Cookout. 27 Salakia is going to be the 27th Salakia. I believe the itinerary is out. We're going to post that in the chat. And you can check out the events for that entire weekend. It's going to be going down right here in Harlem, New York. Clap it up for that. Come on. Y'all know how we do. Now listen.
What we got today?
It's been a lot going on in the news, man. It's been a lot going on in the news. Like, we don't even have enough goddamn time to cover every story going on in the news. We might have to extend the time. Like, if our fans stick with us, we might be here a little extra long today. But there's nothing more important to cover than Jamie goddamn Foxx. Let's get this up here for a moment, man.
Let's get it.
Now, this Jamie Foxx incident is not an isolated one.
Yeah.
At least several times a year, we come across a situation in which, someone comes out and speaks out against, perhaps certain biases in certain industries in this country.
Right.
And then suddenly, swiftly, and immediately, they have to come out and apologize.
They.
This is what recently happened to Jamie Foxx. It is it's a reality check for Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians always to know that regardless of how charismatic you are on the internet or TV, Eventually, if you say the wrong thing about the wrong group of people, you will be forced to apologize, and that's what we're seeing here with Jamie Foxx. Let's get a little bit into this.
Wait. He went from being a clone to a anti-Semite
Right.
in a week. You know? I guess he ain't a clone no more, huh? I guess now he black again. Now he him. You know what I mean? When the punishment comes, he Jamie Foxx.
Right.
But other than that, he a clone. They clone Tyrone. You know?
Right. Right.
Let's get right into it.
Let's get a little bit on this, man. Jamie Foxx deletes Jesus post,
Damn.
apologizes amid anti-Semitism claims. Oscar-winning actor Jamie Foxx, and listen, you notice they got to put Oscar-winning actor in there, right?
Oscar.
Because they want you to know we gave you an Oscar.
It was us.
It was us, right?
it was us.
Right, it was us.
I said
You know what I'm saying?
that wood.
Right.
That Hollywood. We
That's
gave it
right.
to
We
you.
gave that to you. You know what I'm saying? They want to remind you of that.
Uh-huh.
Oscar-winning actor Jamie Foxx issued an apology on Saturday for a since-deleted social media post that was criticized as anti-Semitic spurred Twitter disputes and even roped in Friends star Jennifer Aniston. Now look, listen, if I'm not mistaken, she's Jewish.
Yes.
She got roped into this.
If you didn't know, you know now.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Yeah, it
Everybody
comes
on
out.
Friends is Jewish.
It comes. If you didn't know that,
Right.
now you know it. Larry David. He wrote it.
Right, he wrote exactly.
Larry.
Who's
David. Larry David.
David.
Right.
Obviously, I must be an imposter.
Obviously.
Okay, Most High in Christ. Salakia, excuse me.
Y'all didn't know.
Yeah, God, Most High in Christ.
Listen, man. They she's Jewish and she got roped in on this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So let's take a look at what happened here. They killed this dude named Jesus. What do you think they'll do to you? Right. Fake friends, fake love. Fox shared an Instagram post on Friday to his nearly 17 million followers.
That's a lot of people, man.
That's a lot of people.
That's influence. That's why they want him to do this. They want him to apologize to his 17 million people can see him tuck his tail.
Right. 17 million people. Exactly. So they can all see him tuck his tail. Now, in his mea culpa, Fox apologized to the Jewish community and everyone who was offended by my post. I now know the choice of words have caused offense, and I'm sorry. Yo, this is what kills me about this, right?
The choice of word of they.
Right. Right. Exactly. That's it.
They is literally an indescript word. By definition, they
Word.
describes no one.
Hell yeah. Like, goddamn, yo, but the officers bringing out is heavy. It's like somehow the Jewish community has cornered the market on non-racial slurs.
Right.
Like they is offensive to them.
If you say they know you talking about them.
Right, exactly.
You just have to be talking about them.
Right.
They the champions.
Right. So if you don't say they, then what's the other alternative?
Right.
It's the only nondescript word we
The
have.
other people? Is that better?
Look, this is what he said. As that was never my intent. To clarify, I was betrayed by a fake friend, and that's what I meant with they, not anything more.
Exactly.
He was betrayed by a fake friend. The fake friend he was betrayed by was most likely a Jewish. Right?
Exactly.
Let me tell you something, Jamie Foxx.
That's why they're coming out.
Had your fake friend been black, you would have called him every nigga in the book, and the very thought of apologizing would have never crossed your mind.
What's funny is Jamie Foxx is being ambiguous on purpose, right?
Right.
And they said, well, if you're going to be passive aggressive, we're going to be aggressive.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They will apologize to all Jews.
Right.
They knew who he was talking about. They knew the friend probably was Jewish.
Right.
So you know what? We taking offense to that.
Right.
And it's ambiguous on purpose.
You know what's so crazy? I don't know if they can hear me. Mic check. Yeah. What's so crazy about this, right, is that Jamie Foxx will apologize. How long was this? It was like a week or two, a day or two, or something like.
This is yesterday.
Yeah. So it was like a day. He said something, apologized the next hour or something like that. When this brother's been beefing with LL Cool J for how long?
Right.
It's like Jamie Foxx been beefing with LL Cool J since what was that movie they fought in?
Any given Sunday.
Right, every given Sunday.
Any given Sunday.
They was fighting so much they put the fight in the movie. Like we need this on footage. We need it. And these niggas have never apologized.
Right.
Jamie Foxx ain't never apologized to his brother, his physical brother, his blood brother from the goddamn Bible.
Right.
But he's gonna apologize to this Jewish bastard, man. That should just let you know the power that the devil has, and if you succumb to him, you'll do anything.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You'll do anything.
Damn right. Give that a hand, man. And let me tell you something else now that the officer brought it out. Because the same way the Jewish community are able to gather themselves together and put pressure on Jamie Foxx in all sorts of ways to ensure that under no circumstances their community's reputation is tainted, the ISUPK, as representatives of the nation of Israel, is reaching out to you, Jamie Foxx, and telling you to go to your brother and make things right before you make things right with these disgusting Edomites. Give that a hand.
Who you didn't say anything about.
Right.
Who you
Right.
You
You a stand-up comedian.
You got a whole comedy set about LL.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You didn't say anything about these cats, and you had to apologize. Come on, man. Come on now. Is that on?
Yeah. Yeah, man. Now check this out. They are such tacticians that they know in order for the Kanye West situation not to happen again, they wanted to be sure that Jamie Foxx ain't have no wiggle room and that he had to apologize. So they roped in Jennifer Aniston. She's a Jewish girl. Jennifer Aniston liked the post. She didn't say nothing. She didn't come out and advocate for nothing. She just clicked the like button.
Because we all had a fake friend before. Like,
Right.
The post is literally nondescript. Anyone can like it. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And it doesn't talk about anyone specifically. It talks about friendship in general.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And betrayal, essentially. You know what I mean? A betrayal. The crazy thing about this is nothing he said was a lie, though.
Right.
They did kill whoever you describing they killed Christ, right?
Right.
And whenever you have this conversation with the Jewish community, they say the Romans killed Christ.
Right.
Right? Well, if that's the case, why are you offended? Why did you put yourself in the position of they?
Right.
Why didn't you put the Romans in the position of they?
Damn right, man.
You see what I mean? Like
Right.
They're picking and choosing. They're picking and choosing.
Yeah, man. What a disgusting thing. Now, check this out. The common attractive swift condemnation by social media users and even forced Anderson into issuing a clarification via her Instagram stories after she appeared to like the post. This really makes me sick. I did not like this post on purpose or by accident. What the Yo, damn. Yo, that's the definition of double talk. Yo, if you ever read 1984, listen, that's the definition of double talk right there.
What did she astro project like it? Like, what are you talking about?
Word.
Everything is either on purpose or accident. What does that mean? What does that mean?
Damn. So she ain't do it on purpose, nor did she do it by accident. You know what I'm saying?
Did she do it? Did she even do it?
Damn. This really makes so hold on. I want to be clear to my friends and anyone hurt by this showing up in their feeds. I do not support anti-Semitism, and I truly don't tolerate hate of any kind, period. Some social media users were quick to point out Fox's previous support of the Jewish community having performed at Drake's bar mitzvah themed birthday party in December of 2017, while having also performed at a Jewish fan's bar mitzvah earlier that year.
Because you can't do enough, bro.
Damn.
You can't do enough.
You can't do enough.
You know what I'm saying? Listen, besides change who you are, you can't do enough. You can't do enough. And I don't think it's a coincidence you got 4 movies coming out.
Right.
Hold on.
I don't think that's a coincidence either.
Hold on. Who got 4 movies coming out?
Jamie Foxx.
So
He just had the Netflix joint. They cloned Tyrone, smash hit.
right.
He got the one with the dogs. It was animated and his dogs.
Con.
He has 4.
So he got 4 movies coming out right now,
Yeah.
and all of a sudden this new thing is coming out with him now.
All of a sudden.
Just what a coinky dink.
A week after the movie they cloned Tyrone became a smash hit.
Wow. You know what? Listen, as we're such realists up here, is that we all just talk real stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's hard to believe, like, nah, they wouldn't do nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, am I bugging? It's like, nah, they wouldn't do no garbage like that. Come on, man, you bugging.
Right.
But
Listen,
they really will.
You got to tie it all in together.
Right.
There's an actor's strike. There's a writer's strike. Is Jamie in support of it?
Right.
Who does the actor's strike hurt? The movie industry. Who's that? Hollywood. You know what I'm saying? He just had 4 movies come out. Imagine you film 4 movies. They coming out. First one's a smash hit, and then you support the actors on strike against the same company that they're striking against. Now you you wake up the next day, you're anti-Semitism. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's not tied in. Now, listen, this is all happening the same week. I don't think it's not tied in. There's something here. Right. You know what I mean? But you know, I'm a crazy conspiracy.
I mean, damn, Har. What do you think about that, Har?
Well, I mean, it's clear that there's been a precedent set by that anyone who speaks out about any individual community, about this specific community, of course, they're going to go down.
Right.
And they're going to have to immediately apologize. You know? What's important for our people to understand that here in America, you have the law of the land. And the law of the land is based on not only written penal code, but it's based on precedents.
Right.
If something continuously happens in the same way and there's a precedence established, that is law.
Right.
That's law, you know? For example, you don't touch a black man's radio. That's law.
Exactly.
And it's also a precedent set that if you come out and speak about the Jewish community, even in the most sincere way, you're going to have to come out and apologize.
Hey, do we have some examples of that?
Well, I just happen to have compiled a list. A short list of notable celebrities and black leaders who have found themselves in this very situation.
What a coincidence. You know what I'm saying?
Starting out with our very own first sellout, Jesse Jackson. Now, if everybody, a lot of younger people may not be familiar with this particular incident, but many years ago, Jesse Jackson was recorded by a reporter during an interview, giving his description of how he feels about this particular community, the community that we're speaking about right now, the Jewish community.
He was mic'd up? He ain't know it?
No, he knew it.
Oh,
he was
knew
definitely
it. Okay.
mic'd up. Now, if you live here in New York City like I do, you will know without a shadow of a doubt that New York City in its entirety is ran by this particular group of people.
Yes.
All the real estate, all the banking, every dollar that flows through here is controlled by this particular community. Is that a bad thing? No. Y'all doing a hell of a job.
Diamond District,
Garment District. That's not a bad thing. That is a compliment. Rock on.
Right.
Well,
Hey.
during a certain time, Jesse Jackson came to point this very fact out. And he referred to them as a derogatory term, which they say derogatory, I'm not going to use the term on the show.
Right.
Neither are any of the other hosts.
Right.
Why? Because we have to stay on YouTube. But we will kind of go over the article here just to give a little history. Salaki, if you can't see it, but I'll go ahead and read it really quickly. And this is Reverend Jesse Jackson referred to Jews as bleep and to New York City as Bleep Town.
Salaki, did you say what? Bleep?
Bleep. And to New York City as Bleep Town. In January.
Can you give a hint of the bleep?
I cannot. In January.
Most yeah, a little shish or a foof or something. It's nothing.
It's like how you say party and
God, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't give a hint of the.
Class, you say in Hebrew, you say, aha.
Right, I'm not gonna say it, but I know what you mean. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna say it.
Nigga, give a hint.
Now take the lie.
Is it an F or an issue?
Take the lie off the lie.
Right. Is it something there? What are we doing here, Salaki?
So listen. In January 1984, during a conversation with a Black Washington Post reporter, Milton Coleman, Jackson had assumed the references would not be printed because of his racial bond with Coleman. God damn! Yo, listen, this is crazy because he was betrayed by the black man.
Mm-hmm.
You know? So here you have the media who's running one black man, and you got the political spectrum that's running another black man, and they just got one brother to betray another brother. So because of his racial bond with Coleman, but several weeks later, Coleman permitted the slurs to be included far down in the article by another Post reporter on Jackson's rocky relations with American Jews. A storm of protests erupted, and Jackson at first denied the remarks, then accused Jews of conspiring to defeat him.
You sound like a super villain.
Yeah. The Nation of Islam's radical leader, Louis Farrakhan, an aggressive anti-Semite,
aggressive with that,
an old Jackson ally, made a difficult situation worse by threatening Coleman in a radio broadcast and issuing a public warning to Jews made in Jackson's presence. If you harm this brother, it will be the last one you harm. Damn.
Yeah.
So this situation got crazy, man, but
stayed on cold.
Right. But let's get to the most.
Wait, Salaki, who said that?
Louis Farrakhan said that.
Louis Farrakhan said that.
To the Jewish community. If you harm Jesse Jackson.
Okay, real quick. We all know he was lying, correct?
Right.
We all know he was lying. You know what I'm saying? Because Louis Farrakhan submits his whole life to the Jewish community. The Jewish community.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He is a liar. He's a filthy, disgusting, stinking Christian pastor that's just aggressive and mustier than the rest of the Christian pastors. That's it. He's lying. Ain't nobody going to pay for nothing if they do something to Jesse Jackson. That's a lie. You understand that?
Right.
You understand? That is a funky, disgusting, filthy lie. And Jeremiah 23 talks about Louis Farrakhan and the rest of these filthy, disgusting, nasty pastors. That's all he is, a preacher, a pastor, and a pedophile like the rest of these clowns that try to act like they're speaking the word of God. Salakia. You understand? I just wanted to be clear on that. Right. That's a goddamn lie. Go ahead, y'all. Salakia.
Damn right. Damn right.
Fun fact. Jesse Jackson created the term African American. Just so you know. So when you so everybody calls him
you don't say.
Jesse Jackson created that term in 1985. Just know that. Just know when you say I'm not an Israelite, I'm African American. Just know Jesse Jackson. He created that term.
And I want to just point this out too, as well. Just to piggyback on what you just said, he coined that term.
Yes.
But also we have to remember that Jesse Jackson was a protege of Martin Luther King, who said he drove his people or walked his people into a burning house.
Right.
Am I correct on that?
Correct.
A burning house. You know what I'm saying? He's the protege of this man.
Yes.
He never denounced it. He never said, I know what my leader said, but he was off and this and other. He didn't say nothing. Obviously he's walking with it. So he knows that the garbage that he pushes and promotes walks his people into a burning house.
Right.
Black man, woman, and child, please wake up. You understand? Wake up. You know what I'm saying? Jesse Jackson's a coward and a flunky and a failure and a nasty fraud. You know what I'm saying? Salak.
And his perm is bad. Sorry.
Yeah, con. And Al Sharpness too. That's a conch. That's lard that he has in his house. You understand?
Yeah.
Well, what the officer is saying is absolutely true, man. In addition to being all those things, Jesse Jackson is also an expert in apologies.
Yes.
We read the end here and it says, finally, Jackson doused the fires in late February with an emotional speech, admitting guilt and seeking atonement. Damn. Seeking atonement. Damn.
Not even from the Lord. From
right. Not even from the Lord. Seeking atonement before the national Jewish leaders in a Manchester, New Hampshire synagogue. Damn. Damn, they made him do a sermon in the synagogue. They probably made him do it in the top rafters. Like, sit up there.
He probably wore a yarmulke while he did it.
Right. Word, he wore a yarmulke while he did it. Word. Listen, man. It is a horrible thing. Jesse Jackson tucked his tail and apologized. You know what I mean? So, Jesse Jackson, we're going to give you the classic headshot right here and let it be known. You apologize.
Who else apologized to this community?
Let's see what else we got here.
I'm curious.
Let's see what else we got here. We got Rick Sanchez. Now, Rick Sanchez is a brother, if I'm not mistaken, a Cuban brother. And let's see what went on with him. Now, most of our viewers probably know about this story. Rick Sanchez apologizes for bigot rant.
Let's see. Let him.
I know we're way past the Rick Sanchez, Jon Stewart debacle by now, but since there has been a lot of mocking of the CNN anchor in the past few days, it's only fair to hear from him also. Sanchez broke his silence with a public apology. It came a week after his radio rant that got him in hot water and was in writing, proving that it's much smarter to write things down and sleep on them. Also today, Sanchez's former Uber boss, Time Warner CEO Jeff Bezos, told Fox News that rehiring Sanchez at CNN one day was a possibility. Yeah, right. Here is Sanchez's statement. On October 4th, I had a very good conversation with Jon Stewart, and I had the opportunity to apologize for my inartful comments from last week. I sincerely extend this apology to anyone else whom I may have offended. As Jon was kind enough to note in his show Monday night, I am very much opposed to hate and intolerance. Listen, this is disgusting. And what he did, I want to see if I could go into what he actually said. But what ended up happening is he went on and had an interview with Jon Stewart and really went into how, Stewart's people, who he was referring to as Jewish people, run the media and all the shows. He didn't say anything remotely what they refer to as quote unquote anti-Semitic.
Right.
He's simply pointing out the obvious facts that we all know, the obvious facts that any person can simply go online and Google at any time and find out.
Yeah, let me just bring some math in there, right? So you can't, because math ain't racist, right? You know what I'm saying? It can't be. So the Jewish community is 7% of America, 7%. Now, it's a mathematical impossibility.
Impossible.
For 7% of a community to just run 80% of an industry without some nepotism happening.
Listen,
If they were just hiring people off the basis of what they do and all this stuff, how is it 80% coming from that 7% pool? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's clearly nepotism. They're clearly running an industry. It's perpetual. It's clear.
Damn right.
That's not a lie. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, they don't want you to realize it, so they don't want it said, but it is the reality. It's the reality.
Listen, man, what the officer's bringing out is 100% right. And that's exactly why every black and Hispanic need to be watching Let It Be Known,
Right.
America on Fire,
Right.
Black Watch,
Right.
Cross the Line,
Right.
and every other goddamn ISUPK show out there. Everything you've ever read in academia, every news article, newspaper, news show, any type of multimedia, local media, international news, any type of media or information, 95% of it that you have ever looked at, watched, understood, read, or put into your mind was all published, created, manufactured, and distributed to the world by this one group of people.
Right.
When you watch Let It Be Known, you are receiving some of the other 5%. That other 5%, that other 1%, that other 0.1% is the goddamn truth.
Right.
It's the truth from out of the Bible. We have entered a day and age in which the only thing that is not controlled by this humongous force is the goddamn Bible.
Right.
That's it. We are the only alternative news. I repeat, the ISUPK under Commander General Yohana is the only alternative news.
Oh, let me say something real quick in regards to that. Yes, we are the alternative news, but we also the safe haven of our community. You understand? You look at these communities out here. You look at Compton, the Bronx. You look at Miami. You look at Louisiana. You know what I'm saying? You look at these different neighborhoods and so on and so on. They are destroyed. We're the ones that you can come to and get some food, some clothing, some shelter, some counsel, some help, some forgiveness, some love. You understand what I'm saying? We're the ones that are producing that. You know what I'm saying? We're the ones pushing that. They're not pushing that. The Muslim community, they're not pushing that. You know what I'm saying? The Christian community, when I say Christian, I'm talking about those that practice Christianity. They're not pushing that. You understand? They're all money driven and publicity driven. We are driven by the love of the Most High God. Do you understand that? That's what we're pushed by. You know what I'm saying? You need to get in where you fit in. You know what I'm saying? If you're Black, Hispanic, and Native American, where you fit in is in the Most High God's army, which is the Israelite School of UPK. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna go on. I'm not gonna talk a lot. Slakia, go ahead. Salakia.
Hey, who else tucks their tail? I'm curious to know.
Now,
Good question.
right.
Who else tucks their tail and hides? You sucker.
Right.
Who don't stand
Yeah.
on business?
Yeah, who does that? Who's that?
else?
Who else? Please.
Yeah, man, another thing blacks and Hispanics need to realize is that a lot of times we can't directly identify with the racism from this particular community because it's so advanced, you know? Like the average poor person will experience racism, you know, some oppressor called you the N-word. You know, but the type of people that we see come out and have to deal with this sort of oppression are people who live in more sophisticated and more, you know, financially better off communities, right. You know? And so now we're looking at Whoopi Goldberg, who is filthy rich and who has been on TV in the media, you know, damn near her whole career. As disgusting as she is, let me add, you know.
Is she a lesbian?
I'm not sure if she's a lesbian.
Because she's
if
definitely,
I recall,
she's giving me
I believe
lesbian some vibes. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
She been something.
Yeah, she's
Right.
giving me the lesbian. Very mass. This is a very mass. Look at the go back to that picture. Go back to that picture. Look at that bot. No, go back to that picture. Har. They can see. Look at the bicep. That's the. Can I look at the bicep?
Lesbian, but she been something.
Look at the bicep.
He been something.
That right arm that's not a diesel right arm. That shit is bigger than fucking heart. Excuse me. That thing is bigger than Haryalas. Oh, look at the bicep. Look at the bicep. Are you sure it's not? She might be okay, Whoopi. No problem. You know what I'm saying? But she's looking.
She's been a whoopee. Nigga. That's what...
She's looking real whoopied.
You said Whoopi Goldberg, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey,
Whoop 'em Goldberg. You know what I'm saying?
that ain't her real name.
Look at the bicep. You don't see that bicep?
Yeah, that is
Yeah.
what it brought.
I mean, I'm trying. My goals are to get there in life. Look at her. You understand? Look at the goddamn bicep.
Right.
I think she's a very masculine woman. You know what I'm
She is
saying?
what it brought.
I'll leave it at that.
No, listen.
I'll leave it at that.
There's no doubt she's a masculine woman, you know what I'm saying? But now that I think about it, that is one hell of an arm she has there. Like, goddamn. Like, she. Yeah.
Look at Whoopi's bicep, y'all.
Yo, it almost looks Photoshop. Like, you see the tricep
Yeah,
popping out the
you
back.
can see it.
God damn.
You can see. Look at that joint. Look at that shit.
Yeah.
Excuse my language. Look
Let
at
me tell you
that.
something.
That shit
Let
is
me-
diesel.
Let me tell you something. Yeah. I sure hope she's a lesbian because with that arm, she'll crush a brother's rod.
She gonna put you in an extreme dope fiend, which is a chokehold in New York. That's a chokehold. Look, do you see that bicep?
Yeah, that
She's
is
going to
crazy.
kill a nigga.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's
Well, listen, man,
go ahead. Salaki, brother. Excuse me. Go ahead. Look at the
Listen,
goddamn bicep on that
If
broad
I'm not
right there.
mistaken, Whoopi Goldberg had a white man at one time.
What happened to her when she choked him to death? Because with that bicep, with that bicep.
Come here, bro.
Come here, nigga. I want some. Nigga. Give it to me, nigga. You know what I'm saying? She must have choked the death of that
Whoopi
nigga.
Goldberg.
Good
Hogan.
night.
Whoopi Hogan. Whoopi Goldberg. Hogan. You know what I'm
Damn.
Oh,
Word.
man.
All right,
Oh,
Whoopi.
no, she used to be with Ted Danson.
saying?
Is he alive?
The Edomite from Cheers.
Is he alive? He left it because of domestic abuse. No, I'm just joking. No, he didn't. No, he didn't.
Word. Okay, yeah, she used to be with the Edomite from Cheers. So yeah, man,
You mean that guy who did blackface?
did he do blackface?
I'm pretty sure Ted Danson had a whole blackface thing.
Really? Okay.
Oh, is that it?
Whoop.
Oh, no, let's get that.
Look at
Uh-oh. Is that Whoopi? Is that Whoopi? No. Is that Whoopi next to him? Put that shit up on Socky. Put it up. That's Whoopi next to him?
Yeah.
She's laughing.
But look how she's looking at him
She's laughing.
with adoration.
Because that's a personal trainer with them biceps.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, listen.
Yeah,
I
damn.
expect her
That's
to
a
shut
shame,
her
yo.
down.
Let me tell you something. In the UPK, we gonna no matter what it is, we gonna stand on who we are. We gonna stand on it, and we gonna die for it. We gonna lose family. We gonna lose children. We gonna lose money. We gonna lose a whole lot. But one thing we won't lose is our integrity. And you look at that black woman; she lost her integrity. She lost her integrity, her pride.
Yo,
She
that-
lost that. You understand? She
That
lost
is a
that. We
disgusting
will
thing.
never do it. Never.
Hey, yo, listen, Malasar, give him a hand. Malasar Howard has said Salakia, all her men have been Edomites, and she got a daughter with a goddamn Edomite.
Black ass Whoopi Goldberg.
Listen.
And I don't mind her being a black ass. I love black ass.
It
But
goes-
really?
It goes deeper. Her name ain't even Whoopi Goldberg.
Right.
No.
Her name is Carolyn Elaine
No.
Johnson.
God damn, hold up.
Haryala. No, excuse me.
Say it again.
No, don't say it again because you're not telling the truth. You're lying. You're lying.
I don't lie.
You don't lie?
I don't lie.
Listen.
You telling the truth?
I'm telling Karen.
What's Whoopi
Elaine
Goldberg's name?
Johnson. Karen Elaine Johnson.
Get the fuck out of here. Get out of here.
Listen, you got the Googles right there. Listen,
Yo.
prove me wrong.
I say put in the Google machine.
Put it in. Oh, please put that in the Google machine. So
Listen,
people
man, we
can see
take
it.
your word for it. Whoopi Goldberg.
Wow.
It's Karen Elaine Johnson. And let me tell you something. From now on,
Now, let me ask you a question. Why did she choose Goldberg
right?
as her last stage name?
Maybe I'm ignorant.
Right.
Maybe I'm ignorant. Why did you change? Why did she choose Whoopi? That's the. What's on the Whoopi? I'm very.
This is a stage name, just like Fox. But the key is she chose Goldberg because she knew what industry she wanted to go into. Because she knew who ran that industry.
She knew that the Jewish man. I want you out there in listening land.
Like a charm.
The Jewish man.
Right.
Ish. You know what ish means, right? The ISH, you smart brainiacs. Look that up. So she chose a Jewish name.
She chose Whoopi Goldberg.
Oh, wow.
You know what I'm saying? Because she knew exactly what industry she was going into.
Let me tell you something, boy. This is a wicked world, boy.
Listen, Jamie Foxx.
Got to stay on point.
We don't go into that, but that ain't his name either.
Yo, you know what? That's funny. No, hold on. Let's sidebar it for 1 second. What's his real name? It was Jamie Foxx or something else.
Black ass name.
Lorenzo.
No.
Really? What is that?
No,
I forgot Jamie Foxx's real name. That nigga's name is Raheem.
Nah, that's not
Raheem Jenkins. Or what's his
Marlon Bishop.
Hey, yo, let me tell you something right now. From now on this show,
That nigga got the juice.
from now on this show, you're gonna be Eric.
Eric.
You're gonna be
Marlon.
Eric.
That's who your
Hey, listen.
black daddy. That's what he named you.
Marlon Jukes.
Yo, Eric Bishop. Better stop it, boy. That's why everything all jammed up and messed
Listen,
up with
man.
there. Eric Bishop.
Eric
Shit.
Bishop. Yes.
Eric Bishop and what's Whoopi's name? Carolyn what?
Karen Elaine
Yo,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Listen, man, from now on, you're Eric on this show.
Yo,
And the
Eric.
reason why you need to make sure you're Eric is because when you look at the pictures we got up here on the screen,
Look like Erica.
right? No, you look like Jamie.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Fun fact, the reason he chose the name Jamie is because it's a woman's name.
Right.
Because when he was doing stand-up, they always had like the women was able to get the roles first. So he started putting down his name as women's names so they can call him first so he can get the stand-up gigs. Now you think a brother like that ain't gonna tuck his tail?
Right.
He willing to give up his integrity as a man.
And do you want to? And that's the reason why niggas is conspiracy theory nuts, because this is the reason why the niggas are cloning Tyrone.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They cloning him because they want more of him. And I realizing they do have more of him. It's you. It's us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You would do the same thing Jamie Foxx would do. What was the pictures of? What was that character from Living Color name again? Where it used to be?
I forgot. Wanda.
No, that's Martin.
I think it was Wanda.
It is Wanda. You know why? Because you would dress up like Wanda. You would dress up like Shanae.
Right.
You would do whatever it takes to please the Goldbergs,
Right.
the Wolfsteins.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You do whatever. You will apologize for something that was true. You understand? You will apologize for something that's true. Why? Because you want that next movie role, just like Jamie Foxx, Whoopi Goldberg, and whoever bowed down to the so-called Jewish community.
Work. Yo, give him a hand. So listen, let's take a real quick look at exactly what happened with Elaine, right?
Let's see.
So Elaine has one of the biggest platforms, as y'all know. I believe the show is called The View. It's been on for 100 goddamn years. I remember when I was a kid, I used to get up and that mummy Barbara Walters was on the goddamn show every morning. She recently died.
Whoa.
She
Time
recently
out.
died.
Hold on. Did you say that mummy?
God.
Most High in Christ. Go ahead.
She recently died. Most High in Christ. Give that
Rockataya, how are y'all was shot?
Give that a hand.
Damn
You know what
right,
I'm saying?
damn right.
She made her whole goddamn career in the most disgusting media fashion,
Right.
going around spreading every goddamn lie. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, Whoopi Goldberg has that big platform. Let's hear what happened with her. Salakia, Elaine. So Elaine came out and said, and I found this interesting. Listen to the words she used. She says, Nazis saw Jews as a race. Yes, But that's the killer, isn't it? The oppressor.
Whoa. Whoa.
Listen to words.
No. Whoa,
Let
no.
me tell you something else, Elaine.
No,
You've
we're
been watching our
going
classes.
yeah, we're going to double this down. She said what? The what?
She said the oppressor is telling you what they are. Why are you believing them?
This is what an Edomite is saying about another Edomite race. Is that what she's saying?
No,
This is
she's a sister.
This is a sister. This is what Whoopi Goldberg, the one who had children. Oh, I want to say children. I take that back. What she do? By a white man. Okay, so she had children by this oppressor.
Right.
She had children by, like I said, this oppressor. She's been with this oppressor, and she's saying her husband and her child,
Right.
who's a product of the what? The what? What'd you say?
The oppressor.
Good. All right, finish. I'm not gonna say no more.
She says, why believe what they're saying? So that was the comment, and I guess she kind of doubled down on the comment. But listen to what Elaine says afterwards.
You got that phone call.
It was never my intention to appear as if I was doubling down on hurtful comments, especially after talking with and hearing people like rabbis and old and new friends weighing in. Goldberg.
So Salaki, understand what she's saying.
Right.
She got a call from old and new friends. There was some cats with a hat on who was new to her.
Right.
Who she ain't ran that shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know, after speaking with the rabbis, what rabbis called you? After speaking with the rabbis, old and new friends. She got her wake-up call, literally.
Right.
Keep going.
Right. Listen to what Elaine says. This is important. I want y'all, if you're black and Hispanic, listen to what Elaine, aka Whoopi Goldberg, is saying. I want to make sure if you ever find yourself in a situation with Whoopi Goldberg, you're going to know where her priorities lie. All right? She says, I promise it was not. In this time of rising anti-Semitism, I want to be very clear when I say that I always stood with the Jewish community and I always will. Whoa. Whoopi Goldberg.
Whoa. I'm sorry. Hold on, Har. I'm going to cut you off. This is what Whoopi Goldberg is saying?
Yeah.
Go ahead, Har. Salaki,
No,
but I'm
go
sorry.
ahead.
No, I want to be clear. Go ahead. Salaki, this is crazy.
No, I mean, listen, man, she'll always stand with the Jewish community. That's what she's showing here. And so this is another prime example of,
Tucking.
Yeah, she's tucking her tail. You know what I'm saying?
Tucking.
She want to let it be absolutely known coast to coast that regardless of whatever happens, I'm going to ride and die with my goddamn oppressor. And let me tell you something else, man. Whoopi Goldberg changed her name to Goldberg, not so she can be among her oppressor, but so she can identify herself as her oppressor's slave.
Right.
That's why she took their name. It's a self-branding. Like, imagine if you showed up at slavery and everybody else was being forced to be branded, and you said, listen, I'm going to take the initiative. Master, give me the branding myself. Look, that's how dedicated I am. Yeah, he going to move you up in the house.
Remember, you could choose any stage name you want to.
Right.
She chose Goldberg. And not just any Jewish name. One that is clearly. You understand? Like, she didn't say Eisenhower. You understand what I mean? She didn't say Rosenthal. Goldberg.
Right.
You know what I mean? The one that everyone knows because it has the word gold in it. Goldberg. To make sure she's Whoopi Goldberg.
Damn.
Whoopi, because it sounds fun and nice on headlines, whoop, 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 and Goldberg. That's a statement in itself right there. Right. You know what I mean?
Right. What a disgusting thing, man. Who's up next on the list?
Yeah, let's see. I can't wait.
The one and only Kyrie Irving. Goddamn.
The crossover champion himself.
Oh man,
not Mr. Kyrie Irving. The fake is. I ain't gonna say that.
Listen, man, this Kyrie Irving thing is very dynamic.
gonna call you, nigga.
Yeah, I ain't gonna say I ain't gonna say nothing. But the brother who claims to be Israelite, is that good? No, I don't know.
Right.
But Kyrie Irving, go ahead. What you got about the nigga?
Listen, man, we have a clear understanding of what happened with that Kyrie Irving situation. We're gonna quickly rehash it. Apparently, there was a documentary and book made by a man named Ronald Dalton, who has since twice been interviewed by our very own Captain Tazariak. Give him
You talking about from Hebrews and Negroes and that
right.
joint?
Yes.
Most
From
High Christ.
Hebrews to
Okay, come
Negroes.
on.
Check out In the Lab podcast with
Yeah.
Captain Tazariak.
Damn right.
You will see our captain interview that man. Let's go.
right.
That's good. That's that.
The brother certainly had good intentions by writing the book and making the documentary. I watched it not too long ago, and after I woke up, I realized that he wasn't talking about anything taught in the ISUPK under Commander General Yohana. With that said,
a slick brother right here. That's how I woke up.
with that said,
Lock.
Kyrie Irving was very impressed with the documentary and posted a link to the documentary. I don't even think he commented. He just literally posted the link.
That brother was like, "Here y'all go," and then he got
Right.
some phone calls. You know what you posted? Yo, take that down. Take what down? It's a link. I ain't even do
He
nothing.
didn't even say nothing.
Listen,
he's
man.
speaking hate. He didn't even say nothing.
And so this is very, very important because this particular situation is what we're beginning to see now is, as we continue to go out on the streets and wake people up, more and more celebrities are able to hear the truth. If they don't come to the ISUPK under Commander General Yohana, they will end up being misled and end up in similar situations to Kyrie Irving.
Right.
And what happened with Kyrie Irving is what happens a lot of times when there's tragedy in the black community. When you want to apologize and make amends with your oppressor, the first thing you do is show up with the Christian church. I mean, goddamn, many years ago, when I was about to be sentenced, I made sure to show up with a goddamn Christian pastor because that's the only way to wave the goddamn white flag in the white community. You say, listen, I got the pastor here. That means I give up. I'm sorry. I apologize. I'll throw myself on the mercy of the court as per this Christian pastor here.
Right.
Next week, one of our brothers and sisters might get shot by police. And we'll all watch the press conference. And if the victim's family come out with the Christian pastor, we all know what's about to be said.
I'm sorry.
I forgive him. I'm sorry. We're waving the white goddamn flag. And so when Kyrie Irving was ready to apologize, he showed up to the Barclays Center with the Christian church. Many of them all dressed in purple and all ready to help him surrender to his oppressor.
Right.
And this was the statement that came out as a result.
Just a bunch of my bads.
Right. No, I'm not anti-Semitic. I never have been. I don't have hate in my heart for the Jewish people or for anyone that identifies as a Jew.
This sounds familiar.
Right. Right. It's like they copy and paste it. I am not anti-Jewish or any of that. It's been difficult to sit at home with my family, with them seeing all this and having questions. And the part that hasn't been hard is explaining myself because I know who I am and what I represent. You don't know who you are. That's why you're watching a goddamn documentary.
Yo, you know what this is missing? Like, there's like a blueprint for apologies and stuff. Only thing this is missing is
Right.
I don't care if you're red, white, blue, or purple. That's the only thing it's missing. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, they all say the same thing. I'm not racist. I've never been racist.
Right.
I'm not saying this. I've never in my life. I don't care if you're black, white, or purple.
Right. They always use that. They'll say black, white, and throw some weird color at the end.
I don't care. You poking that right.
And you know what's so crazy? And this should let you prove that no matter what you do, you gotta have integrity.
Right.
No matter where you at, don't think it won't come to you. You know what I'm saying? Just picture the Jewish people, everyone. Your oppressor, everyone's your oppressor. You know what I'm saying? Just don't think it's gonna be Hollywood. It could be at your job when you're at school. You know what I'm saying? You at the pool, you taking your kids to daycare.
Right.
It could creep up anywhere, and you gotta have the most integrity possible. Because if you don't, that's what's gonna happen. You're gonna apologize.
It's like,
Right.
They don't know that the wake up call is literal.
Right.
You're gonna get a phone.
You're gonna get a phone call.
You're gonna get a wake up call from a certain community.
Right.
And then you're gonna be talking about striped and spotted people. You love everybody.
Listen, I love everybody. When did I say they were bad? I never said that.
Right.
God loves everybody, even the one that killed Jesus, man.
Exactly.
Right, man. What a horrible thing, man. Kyrie Irving ended up apologizing, and as a result of his apologizing, man, they put him through a public buck breaking and shaming campaign. They gave the man a list of demands.
Hold on. Them list of demands, that's kind of like light work. You know what I'm saying? Depending on or comparing it to what we're normally used to.
Right.
Because a buck breaking, they used to just jam their rod in your butt.
Pause.
Yeah. You gotta pause that, but that's a fact. Am I lying?
That's a fact.
That's a fact.
That's a fact.
Right.
So he have to. Excuse me, on my phone. Excuse me. He has to go through some shaming,
Right.
some verbal shaming or some type of whatever shaming, but
It's like a digital tar and feather.
Right.
You gotta walk through the town.
Yeah.
Tar and feather. You know what I mean?
right. But really, if they was breaking the buck, what would they do breaking the buck?
Right.
For real, it stick you in your buttocks. I'll say that. You know what I'm saying? I know. Pause. You know what I'm saying? I know.
Well, I mean, listen.
Yeah. Pause.
The truth is, and just to piggyback off what the officer is saying, pause for the piggyback term. Listen, we pause and everything. But listen, just to piggyback on what the officer is saying, we only saw the official release list of demands. There's no telling what happened behind the scenes. For all we know, you know what I'm saying?
Right. I'm gonna say this though. Just off of that, guess what? Big up to Kyrie Irving for doing what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? What I want to say is this. I want to give all the big ups to my brothers in the UPK because we don't fold or compromise. You understand what I'm saying? And we not taking the back thing or whatever that case is.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about.
Right.
We're not taking that. We're gonna rock on and push. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what we're gonna do. You understand what I'm saying? Big up to Kyrie Irving for doing whatever he can do. You know what I'm saying? But we are different.
Right.
And we want our brothers and sisters to be different. So like I ain't gonna talk too much.
Wait,
Right.
one more thing. They tried to pay themselves with his apology. By the way, like one of the things was like he had to pay, I think like $500,000 to the specific Jewish charity.
Yeah.
And it's like, wait, but aren't you on the board of that charity? Like,
Right.
so he's just paying you. Like,
Right.
Like, imagine if we was able to do that.
Right.
Like, I want an apology. I want you to donate to the ISUPK $500,000. Like, come on, man.
Right.
Come on, man.
That's horrible.
man.
That's horrible. Hard, what you got, man? Come on, talk to us, brother. You what you got? Come on.
Of course, we can't forget Nick Cannon. Nick Cannon found out he was an Israelite. And
Who did you say?
Nick Cannon.
Most Sign Crash, Nick Cannon. Come on with it.
Nick Cannon found out that he was an Israelite and decided that he was going to be goddamn the Apostle Paul and go spread the truth all over the world. They yanked his skinny behind right back into reality.
Right. Him and his girl turban.
Right, with his girl right. Showing up with his little girl turban. You know what I'm saying? And they smacked him right back down to reality. Here's his apology. First and foremost, I want to extend my deepest and most sincere apologies to my Jewish sisters and brothers.
Oh my God.
my Jewish sisters and brothers. And for the hurtful and divisive words that came out of my mouth during my interview with Richard Griffin. They reinforced the worst stereotypes of a proud and magnificent people, and I feel ashamed. You came out and said that the chosen people of God was black. And yet you come back out and said that you reinforced the worst stereotypes of this proud and magnificent people, and you feel ashamed for your people to be the chosen people of God. You feel ashamed. You are ashamed of the fact that you found out that your people were the chosen people of God, and your oppressor got mad about it.
Yo, you know what's ironic? Like he ain't just delete the episode, he deleted his integrity.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He deleted his integrity. And you know what's wild? That whole series that he spoke on that with Professor Griff, that's supposed to be his series where he can say what he want to say.
Right.
Where he's not controlled by no one, right? You would have thought that, like, all right, no, this is my thing. We can right here's a safe space, and yet he is still controlled. He's still controlled. He apologized for a guest that he invited on.
Right.
He apologized for a conversation that he started.
Right.
He initiated.
And what makes it worse, right? It goes back like what I was saying to Jamie Foxx. Like we go ahead and apologize and be shameful for saying this to the so-called Jewish community, but there's never a time where we make them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Where was the apology for Eric Garner?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Where was that? Where we would get the cop and force him to apologize and say, listen, I'm not racist. I love all black people. You know what? I was brought up by such and such. There's none of that. Right. There's never a time where we force these people to apologize and be deeply sorry that they offended us. But yet we got to tippy-toe everything we do.
How come those two Jewish brothers, I'm not saying they're my brothers, they're brothers themselves, they're brothers. How come those two Jewish brothers who was doing predatory practices and kicking people out of their homes and things like that illegally, they got arrested and all that, how come they didn't have to apologize for their crime?
Right. What about
all of their tenants were black?
What about the ones when they attacked that gay dude on his birthday? Remember those two? It wasn't two. It was like what? Like a few Jewish people in a van. Oh, I think an ambulance or something beat up the black brother. Yeah. They beat him up to the point it took years for the trial to come out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He just won, but what about that? What about their apology? Listen, the Jewish people did so much for blacks against blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, man. Right. They funded the the Atlantic slave trade, man. Yes. Where is their apology for that? Yes. There's no apology for that. They should get out there, top rabbis and apologize, man. What about that?
And they don't teach us in the school system.
No,
you know what I'm saying? They do not teach us in the school system.
Not at all, man.
They're actually going into the school system and say, well, it wasn't slaves. These were like migrants. Is that the right word?
Right.
Migrants.
Now they said, they were slaves, but they benefited. They benefited.
Right. And that was one question we used that on Boston. Like, so let me ask you a question. From slavery, we benefited from that? You know what I'm saying? We benefited from that? I'm sorry. Go ahead, brother.
The ironic part is, right, they said the slaves benefited from the skill of slavery, but they're not understanding that slavery was centuries.
Right.
People born and died as slaves. They didn't benefit at all.
We interviewed a white woman in Boston. Right. Do you think you think blacks benefited from slavery? She said, yes, because you learn how to be strong agriculturally.
Man. Wow.
Right.
Wow.
That's crazy.
You understand that?
That's crazy.
Everybody, what's one thing we all have in common up here?
Children of slaves.
And that's yes. But we all are parents.
Right.
We're not going to tell our children,
Never.
You know that your ancestors, we benefited from slavery. We're not going to never tell them that.
Never.
Ever.
I'm going to teach them some real history.
Every single one of us got kids. I don't care what the circumstances is.
Right.
Every one of us got kids.
Right.
Every single one of us. You mean to tell me? I'm gonna let this oppressor tell me. Y'all benefited. We taught y'all how to grow crops.
Right. First of all,
Really?
natives taught y'all how to grow crops. I think they're forgetting how America started. That's one. Right? You didn't know agriculture. You know what I'm saying? Like, you didn't teach us agriculture. Like, we taught you agriculture. That's first and foremost. Second off, I'm gonna teach my kid about Toro Synagogue in Rhode Island. That's the first synagogue in America, right? Was started by what's his name? Nathaniel
Bridges.
Nathaniel Bridges was the captain who of the ships of the slave ships.
Con.
You know what I'm saying? Toro Synagogue was started by a notorious slave trader. Right. You know what I'm saying? And that's how the Jewish community started in America. That was the first synagogue in America. People don't understand. There's 7 million Jews in America, right? There's only 300,000 in Israel. So most Jews in the world, most Jewish people, I don't want to get bugged up, in the world are in America. And their community in America was started by the transatlantic slave trade.
Right.
Of us.
Right.
We started their community. Their community in South America was started by the transatlantic slave trade. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if people understand it. You say the Portuguese. Yeah, there were Sephardic Jews from Portugal. Right. You know what I'm saying? That's why they're in the Caribbean. So they can practice Judaism. That's why they went there.
Right.
Because they was getting kicked out. They was getting kicked out of Europe. So for us to have to apologize, like, they the ones who owe the apology to our people.
Damn right.
Don't ever give it. That's why they don't want to teach history. Because it's obvious. It's obvious what they've done. It's obvious of their crimes. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. Come on.
Listen, man, give him a hand. Correct, man. So, I mean, ultimately, Jamie Foxx made the classic mistake of coming out against the powers that be. He was forced into submission, as many of our brothers and sisters have, as we've gone over today, to having to apologize to the Jewish community for making comments. And like Officer Yawala just mentioned that, you know, they need to apologize for us. But really quickly, we're going to quickly move on to the camp speaking of the week. Give it a hand. This camp speaking of the week is coming from a young and charismatic officer in the ISUPK who gave his speaking on the exact thing we are speaking about right now. Let's quickly take a look at this.
Time so the NBA executives that's making Kyrie Irving apologize can hear you downtown in Brooklyn. They are black. Say it again. They are black. Say it again. They are black. The Jews are black, and we not apologizing for nothing. Apologizing for nothing. Apologizing for nothing. We not 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 apologizing for nothing.
All right, give that officer a hand.
Give that officer a hand.
God damn, boy, they raised up some mighty men in this troop. I'll tell you that.
Give him a hand.
What you just now heard is the ISUPK's official stance. Official stance on any group that has a problem with the goddamn Bible.
We not apologizing for nothing.
Not a goddamn thing. We're not taking sensitivity training with Kyrie Irving.
Right.
We are the most sensitive group in America. We love blacks and Hispanics.
Right.
We are sensitive to the plight of our people.
Right.
So sensitive, in fact, that we can't feed one goddamn African in Marcus Garvey Park August 27th for the goddamn Northeast Cookout. Give Captain Tazariak a hand.
Right.
feeding Africans.
I got no sense left for anybody else.
We don't have a single dime left for anybody else. We are just too goddamn sensitive to the plight of blacks and Hispanics. You know? So damn right, man. Give that a hand. The cookout is going down, and we will not be apologizing for anything. Jamie Foxx, we are going to give you the same advice that we give every brother and sister who is forced into submission by our oppressor. Coming to the ISUBK under Commander General Yohana.
Right.
Under no circumstances will you ever feel ashamed to be the chosen people of God.
Home of the truth and home of integrity, man.
Damn right.
Home of integrity. Your money come and go. You know what I mean? But you got to live with your integrity. You got to live with that. Come on, man.
Damn right, man. Listen, man. Jamie Foxx, that's a horrible thing you have done, and you did so to hold on to your riches. And so we're going to get off that, get to the next story. We run out of time, man. This next story, real quick, is something that we just consistently go over or let it be known. Like, I could go back and at least find 5 episodes that we had to deal with this. I mean, goddamn, on this very episode, we had to pull up Ted dancing in blackface.
Right.
We had the other one where the girl got spray painted in blackface. Officer Karab, give him a hand. Brought out the book. Salakia, sir, the book is Nooses. Nooses, Watermelons, and Raisins.
Yeah.
We had to bring out the history of blackface. Officer Karab brought out how blackface started about white men committing robberies and not wanting to be caught.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all just put on a blackface. They'll believe it. A black man did it.
Right.
Now it is used as a tool to mock all the brothers who probably died in jail serving sentences for the crimes of white men in blackface.
Right.
It is a horrible thing, and he don't let it be known. We will consistently bring it out every single time an oppressor tries to use this.
Is that chocolate on her face? Is that chocolate?
Right. It's not even good blackface.
That's not even good blackface, man. Come on. At least do justice like your ancestors did.
Right.
Your ancestors would actually do it.
Right, exactly. That they put effort into it.
Burn some cork or something.
Let's look at this disgusting dog.
You're literally doing blackface
Me later.
in the middle of the store.
Lester Holt did whiteface. Nobody said shit. Where's your pride section? I need to know.
We're past.
Oh, I thought they were celebrating this and they took our flag forever. No, I was wrong. My bad. I don't shop at Target. I just take pictures. Join me. Post it on my Facebook, please. My Facebook friends love it. You're a horrible person.
You're literally doing blackface
Thank me later.
in the middle of the store.
Lester Holt did whiteface. Nobody said shit. Where's your pride section? I need to know.
We're past.
Oh, I thought they were celebrating this and they took our flag forever. No, I was wrong.
What a disgusting dog
God.
showing up looking like that.
Yeah, it really is unbelievable, man. These these devils, man. At least, like, I can't believe she just threw chocolate on and just went out, and just went outside. You know what I'm saying? Just went outside with some chocolate on her face. And she was like, "Yeah, I'm blackface." Like, oh man, listen. And this is why I said, Lord willing, in the kingdom, listen, don't you want to see they love it so much.
Right.
Don't you want to see your favorite movie that you grew up with them in it? Blackface?
Blackface. Right.
That's what I want to do.
Right.
Listen, I promise you, if the Lord give me the time of day to be in the kingdom, just to step foot on those gold roads, I'm making them do blackface in all the movies we love, man.
Movies.
All the movies you love. Like I said, you don't want to see Friday with them in blackface, and when they get it wrong, you whip them.
Right.
That's not how Debo sounds.
Right.
Debo don't sound like that. Do it again.
Right.
Do it again. Smokey, hey Smokey. Do it. I need it just like that. I did it just like that. I'm gonna take the reincarnation of George Washington, and he gonna be somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Damn right.
They gotta do it. Listen, we must. You know why? Because we did it.
Right.
We did it. They listen. If you don't know, there is the minstrel shows, right? And they used to make us do blackface, even though we were black. Just think about that. We black already. Yo, put some black on it and go out there and dance.
Yeah.
So just think about that. Imagine you already a slave. You already entertaining your oppressor, and to humiliate you even more, you gotta put blackface on, even though you're a so-called black Hispanic Native Indian man.
Right.
Listen, your oppressor's the devil, man. He's a
Right.
goddamn devil, and that is why. Listen, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, he gonna do it again.
Right.
Listen, I'm gonna dress him in all that.
Hell yeah.
I want him to like all that. You know what I'm saying? Give me another black movie. Q. He Q, John Q. He gonna do that.
You doing that?
He gonna do that. Get the whoever. Who we gonna get? I don't know. Name Harrison Ford. Yeah, Harrison Ford. You're doing Harlem Nights, man.
Right.
You're doing Harlem Nights as blackface. Why? Because I love it. Not Blade Runner. You're gonna do Meteor Man. You know what? Meteor Man and blackface. Why? Because you love it so much. Why not?
Let me tell you something, man. They gonna redo all the biblical stories in blackface. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all that did, like we watched that damn Exodus film.
30 years ago.
They had
Funny.
Christian Bale as goddamn Moses.
Right.
Yo, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like y'all gonna redo the whole thing in blackface. It's a horrible thing that we see that this devil is doing, and the reason why she's doing what she's doing is because disgusting dogs like that need attention. Right. They need attention, man. No, she's looking for the world to look at her and say, "I'm crying out against whatever oppression I'm feeling that my government is doing to me at the hands of these people." You know? When you look at a lot of racism from white America these days, it's not anything particular that a black person did to them.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? What they're really upset about is about what other white people are doing to them and what they perceive that's being done for us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's why you have so many white criminals who feel justified in doing what they do. No different than that college tuition scandal.
Listen,
Here you have a bunch of white celebrities who is willing to pay off the colleges in order to get their kids in there, because their true mentality, what they really want to say, is that y'all giving niggas free education.
the irony in that is that is exactly why college isn't free. College used to be free.
Right.
It used to be free until it became accessible to black people.
Right.
So to price black people out, there go your college tuition.
There go your college tuition.
Listen, the whole medical industry, like hospital visits and all that stuff, would be free. But the problem is black people have access to it.
Right.
That's why you don't have universal health care like every other modern society. The whole reason you don't have it is because black people have access to it. And you can Google it. That actually the reason that how they determine your insurance prices. That's how that first started. Your premium, it was to price black people out.
Damn.
That's why black people had to go to the vet to get their teeth taken out.
Damn.
Like this whole thing is from slavery. It's all from slavery. Don't let people tell you it's not about race. It's always about race. Everything in America is about race. All your industries were started because of race. Everything.
Right.
Everything is about race in America. And that's
Now-
why she's got chocolate on her face.
Right. Right. Let me tell you how sick our oppressor is, right? This same dog that we see in this video will go and get a tan and go right back to Walmart or Target, wherever she was, and walk around and shop. She doesn't realize that the tan is blackface.
Right.
You know, like she'll go put chocolate all over her face to try to make a statement in blackface. And then after she makes her statement, she'll go out and get a tan and then go right back to the same Walmart in blackface. That's blackface.
They don't get it.
What you're saying is that you can mock the skin color of the very people who you are trying to imitate their skin color. It's the stupidest thing that can be done.
And what makes it worse, and what brings like this full circle about what we talked about the whole show. Imagine you have to deal with that so-called devil at work, right? And you refuse her service. She's gonna call corporate up, and what corporate is gonna tell him or her to do? Apologize.
Right.
Apologize to that worker. I mean that customer, and serve them, or lose your job. Now, what you gonna do? Are you gonna have your integrity and get fired or get ridden up and leave, or you gonna do a Jamie Foxx, Whoopi Goldberg, whoever other people we went over, and apologize to your oppressor?
Listen, you'll do it at your job. How am I to believe you won't do it for $20 million?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's why integrity is important, because it shouldn't be able to be priced out. Your integrity shouldn't come with a price.
Listen, man, it's the most disgusting thing that we see, man, and that's why, you know, we encourage all Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians to come into the ISUPK under Commanding General Yohana. You know, it is in this school that you learn the techniques used to keep your communities tight, keep your families tight. All these things are rooted in brotherhood.
Right.
You know, all of these things are rooted in brotherhood. The same way to defeat the powers that are looking to make Jamie Foxx and Whoopi Goldberg and Kyrie Irving apologize are the same powers that have this disgusting dog in Walmart in blackface.
Right.
And the answer to all of these things can be found right here in the ISUPK under Commander General Yohana, man. We over the time. We're going to get up out of here. Give us a hand.
Let me say one last thing.
Come on, sir.
One last thing, man. This is a perfect example of why you shouldn't worship celebrities. Celebrities and entertainers are not your leaders. If you want to know where to find your leaders, go on www.isupk.com.
Damn right.
Get in class, and we're your leaders.
Right.
This is where your leaders dwell. They don't dwell in a Hollywood stage. Hollywood's fake.
Right.
Don't you know? Don't you know?
Right.
How can an actor be your leader? How can a singer? You think you can sing your way to freedom? You understand? Like, what more would it take? How many times you have to see these examples to understand that entertainers are there to entertain you? They are not there to lead you. All right.
Right.
So just remember that. Keep that in mind. That's all.
Damn right, man. Listen, man. Give. Listen, man. We're gonna get up out of here. If anybody got anything else?
No.
Nah, not at all, man.
Listen, damn right, man. Listen, Jamie Foxx, man. Get yourself up in ISUPK. You know, and we'll get you squared away. I want to quickly make a prediction before we leave. Another thing that we see this particular community do to our people is subject them to the same demasculating things that they do in the LGBTQ community. That community uses people like Jamie Foxx and Eddie Murphy and all different Black celebrities and comedians to emasculate them on screen by making them dress in drag, like Jamie Foxx used to do, Wanda and Martin used to do with Shanae. I want to make a prediction here on Let It Be Known. I'm willing to bet that in the near future, Jamie Foxx is going to be made to do some sort of disgusting, cross-dressing, drag queen, LGBTQ act on screen in front of the whole world, and this will be his true apology for the statements made to that particular community. I'm willing to bet that. We're going to see what happens, and once it does, we're going to follow up with it right here on Let It Be Known, man. We out of here.
He probably get an Oscar.
Right. They'll give him that, right. They'll give him an Oscar for that performance. Jamie Foxx starring in the new film the history of RuPaul.
Yeah.
You know, and then he'll get an Oscar for that.
Eric,
right?
Get it together, Eric.
Get it together,
All right.
Eric.
Get it together.
Yo,